Hi, my name is Andreas, and together with my co-founder Max, we're building Gleans, all of you in one place. Now, to glean means to spot something, to collect, to explore, and that's exactly what we do. With Gleans, you can share from anywhere with one click. More than half of the planet are social users, and while originally we came from social networks that was more about the human connection, we developed towards social media, which is more consumption of media, towards recommendation media, which is algorithms and content is optimized for a quick dopamine release. But as you see on these numbers, 41% think it's a waste of time, and that's for sure including me when I get lost in one of those endless social media rabbit holes. Now, when you're a domain expert, a creator, or just an entrepreneur like me, you're probably aware of the fact that people experience you as a personal brand, and you can give great value when you share relevant content. For example, that inspiring book that you read, that mind-blowing service that you've been using, or that holiday spots that everybody's asking you about. But our online ecosystem is fragmented and limited in many ways. And on the one side, we have social platforms that are convenient to use and easy to share. They have a superior user experience, but they come with limitations and interruptive advertisements. And on the other side, we have websites, which are more flexible and permanent, but they're more time-consuming and have an unsteady user experience and information architecture. So we had a look of how people who are even more in the spotlight solve this issue. And we found tons of examples. Here are some of them. We found Paul Graham. He has 1 million views per month, and he's using the infrastructure of an old Yahoo web shop. We have Matilda with 2.3 million followers. She's using a 5 pages long Google document. We found multiple people who use website builders on top of other tools, for example Notion, and of course linking bio services. For example, Sarah with 1.8 million followers. And in her case, she's even using multiple of these services on top of each other. Now, all of these have two things in common. They all deliver amazing content, but they are hacked solutions and they come with a poor user experience for me. And that's our sweet spot. We want to revolutionize by the easiest way to share what you love in one place. And this is how we do it. With just one click, you can add content from anywhere. We automatically create a glean out of your content, that is something like a smart post, and then you can organize your gleans into private, public, requestable, or even paywalled collections. Now let's have a look at our beautiful product. We combine the best of two worlds. The information architecture and convenience of your favorite social media apps, together with the flexibility of a website, into a powerful universal content hub. Every Gleans profile is accessible through any web browser with your custom Gleans domain or through the Gleans app for an even better experience. Let's have a more detailed look. This is Alex. She's an entrepreneur from Berlin and she uses her Gleans profile to introduce herself to the world. She connected multiple channels and uses different collections. One of her most favorite ones is her Berlin Essentials collection. When we open her collection, we see a mix of different content. For example, locations like galleries, bars, but also playlists and own content on other platforms. Everything in one place.
Thank you, Andreas. So let's deep dive into who we're building this product for. We're building this product for people who have an audience, the innovators of their social circles and their thought leaders of the sector. We're building this for the people that understand how important a personal brand is. We're talking about those that others come to for recommendations and those that love to share. So let's take a look at Alex, who we talked to before. Alex understands that her personal brand is crucially important to the success of her and her business. But she doesn't have the time to create her own personal websites, but she'd love to share more. Now she finally has a place where she can share her content and show her in-depth knowledge with the entire world. Let's take a look at Hannes. Hannes is just a regular guy, but he really loves bikes. And all his friends always come to him for recommendations about which bikes to buy and which wheels to have and all these kind of things. And now, instead of having to send it to them separately, he finally can upload it and curate it in one spot and take his first steps to becoming a full-time content creator. In our long-term vision, we also believe we can add value to SMBs. Those that regularly need to share things, like a restaurant that has to update its menu or a yoga studio that has a weekly course schedule to share. So let's see what this looks like for each of these cases. Over here you have Alex that shares the content for startups to show that she really knows her stuff. You have Hannes over here who has curated a web shop by just aggregating what his recommendations for gear are. And you have the yoga place that easily can update relevant information like who the instructors are and when the courses start. Let's talk about traction. We've hired an amazing developer based out of Ukraine who's helped us build the MVP. Now, we're in constant feedback sessions with our dozen beta users as we've released the app in the App Store. We're constantly learning and iterating our product. We're also improving a lot. Now, we're growing our waitlist, onboarding users slowly onto our platform, and we hope by Q4 to replace our MVP version, launch publicly, and test some growth hacks. Let's take a look at the competition. There's on the one hand the social media we all know and that is really easy to use, but you're in the constant battle with the algorithm. You need to post regularly to build an audience, and it's generally really addictive. On the other side, you have website builders, but that takes a significant amount of time or an investment of money to have something worth showing. And I want to point out an extra thing, these Notion page website builders. One of them has 5,000 customers, mostly techies that could easily publish their own website, but they don't, and they're paying $150 per year, meaning they have a $750K ARR business. Their only use case or their only USP is this is easier than Webflow. And we want to take that one step further. Who are we? We're both serial entrepreneurs. Andreas over here has had one successful exit in the fintech space, and he's an award-winning designer, so he's really focused on the touch and feel of the product. He also has great customer empathy, as he's a small-time content creator himself. I myself have run ops of a D2C brand that scaled from 1 to 300 employees. I founded an organization that scaled to 30 people, and I've raised $50 million for a deep tech venture as a founder's associate. Thank you so much for your time. If you want to join our beta, please scan the QR code, and we're really looking forward to having a conversation with you.
So we have different revenue streams. It's super important for us to align with our user interest and to really enable them to give value for others. So the first one is we have an affiliate engine that is transforming almost any link into an affiliate link. And we have the Pro membership that is enabling users to use features like the paywalled content and single purchases that includes, for example, the GPT-3, some of articles or descriptions, and custom domains. So there's multiple ways to approach the profiles. One is directly through the app. And then we also have, each profile has a custom domain, so it's accessible through any web browser. That means you can, for example, put it in your descriptions and your social profiles. We're basically gathering the reach of all other social platforms through this. And then you can, for example, if you want to share a collection, you can post this link only of the collection in other socials again and drive traffic to your profile.
Additionally, creating profiles with a bunch of backlinks will rank very highly in any SEO ranking. So if you have your profile, it should probably appear very high on a Google search. Absolutely. We think about defensibility and moats in stages as our company progresses. In the beginning, our team will be our strongest advantage. Andreas is a great designer and has strong customer empathy, and he will be able to create a product people love to use. Additionally, our strong personal network in the creator community will help us drive our first customers. In the medium term, we will be the easiest way for niche content creators to monetize. Just by curating recommendations and using our strong affiliate engine, they can earn money online. In the long term, by connecting the profiles with strong social features, we can create network effects that will act as moats towards new entrants.